Good morning, everybody. I'm Addy and Rogue, streaming for Quarkforge, and hang on just a second. It looks like you will not be able to hear Pure. Um. All right, Pure, go ahead and say something.
Howdy, howdy.
Looks like it came through. Excellent. All right, we are gonna do some Deck of Haunts this morning. Um, they have released a new difficulty, Nightmare Mode, so that's gonna be fun. They've also released a new starting deck. I want to give that a try. So they previously had the damage deck, the drain deck, the chaos deck, and now they have the trap deck.
A trap.
I knew that was going to come up. All right. There's also a series of a lot of totems that have not been unlocked here. So these are things that will make the game more difficult. I assume they all make it more difficult. And then the one that's active and I cannot deactivate is no loose ends, lose health when humans escape the house. So we're going to try the trap deck on nightmare mode and see what happens. Okay, there's my... Ooh, okay. Crypt gives you access to the Grim Reaper. He can be used to harvest any human at the cost of 13 souls. I have no idea what that means. That's completely new to me. Okay, entrance room. Place the entrance room. Yep. Place the bell tower. And then I have to spend points for this. So, okay, I did not know that they let you just build out raw from the heart room now. And I've never played on nightmare mode before, so I don't know really what to expect either. But you know what? The bell tower seems like... Oh, wait, hang on. The bell tower is going to be free, isn't it? No, we'll put the bell tower right next to the heart room. Yes, that can be like my last-ditch effort room. Okay, from there, I need an entrance room. I don't know if I... If I place the entrance room here, okay, that's 0. Crypt, if I place that here, that's 0. Entrance room. So I would want to... That's going to be 20. So if I do that, and then 35 to go this way, I'm going to want to keep this at least one away from everything, so another 50 to go this way. If I place that, like, no, that's not going to work. I'll have to place it here. This doesn't give me a lot of room for growth later on. So we'll place this here, and then we'll put the entrance room here. So I put the entrance room right like this. If I need it any bigger than this, because I am going to want the house to be bigger than this eventually, I'm going to have to move these rooms so that it expands out this way, it curves around, and then back to here. But let's see how this goes. So we will end building. Okay. So I have In the first round, I'm going to have 6 people. One of them, when not alone, halves all drain effects, and this one avoids, or the witch avoids this room. So what do I have for traps? Hidden corpse, add 1 tension, drain 2, nail and splinter. I do like that trap. Just 2 damage. Any human deal 3 damage. Add 1 random trap card to your hand. Okay, so that's just going to be damage and then a card to my hand. That's cool. Dragged under. Move human to the nearest trapped room and then banish this card. That's kind of cool too. And then compel. Move target human to any adjacent room. Okay, so we've got some interesting stuff there. What do I want to do turn 1? So I'm feeling like we're going to put down the nail and splinter here. I don't need the hidden corpse room. Do I want to split them up at all? Yeah, let's move her into this trap room. Oh, but then she's not going to move, so she's just going to be with them again. So that didn't really do me a whole lot of good. And then endless tolling. This is a trap. Drain 2. In adjacent rooms, drain 1 and then banish. Okay, that's not a terrible one to have, but no more energy. This is going to trigger. They take damage. We're going to put... If I put nail and splinter here as well... Ooh, we got new stuff. Trigger all traps. Okay. Draw 1 card. Your next trap card costs 0 AP. That's nice. So let's do that. And then I know that this is going to cost 0, so we'll put that there. This is going to be 2 damage. I don't have anybody that this is going to kill, so we can put that down. And then none of these guys have abilities, so we'll just play this on the healthiest person. And I get outmaneuver. Empty room, trap, add 2 tension, draw 1. Ooh, that'd actually be kind of nice, but I'm out of energy. So they go here, trap triggers. They go here, trap triggers. And I think at this point, if I put down the trap here, that's going to start killing people. Which is fine. And then we'll drop the hidden corpse after that. So anybody that dies here is going to trigger any survivors to run away, which is fine because now they have to run back through all the traps. We'll put the death trap in the last room just to be safe. And now we can just kind of watch it happen. Oh, there's only 13 knights on Nightmare mode? This must ramp real quick. Level 12.
Seems appropriate.
Yo, unlocked cards. I unlocked the Leaking Rust. That's cool. Collective Toll. On an empty room, place a trap. For each trap in play, deal 2 damage, drain 2, and then banish this card. So that could get very strong. Okay, improvised snare. I've seen that. Amplify agony. Is a trap. Damage and drain effects deal 2 more. I don't know how that affects anything unless that's a persistent effect. And then dragged under, moved any human to the nearest trapped room and banish. Alright. Card for my deck. I think I'm going to go with the altar room. And then to build that, I have to put these down, and then we will put down the altar room here. So let's start building outwards a little bit. Start making this a little bit more difficult for them to get through. And then we can move this one here. Cannot, I'm 5 short. So I've got 2 little side rooms here that they can pop into this round that don't really do anything. Just this one guy? Steadfast cannot be moved with card effects. Moves an additional room each turn, and pistol can shoot open locked doors. You know what? I'm going to play this card. Get that. We're going to play this one. And then this is going to be a no cost, so we're going to put it here. Let's see what happens. Okay, so he moves here. He moves here. That gave me collective toll. So we'll place that one. And we'll get an extra card each turn. So he's going to go here and then back. So he's going to trigger that trap again. Go him. Okay. He's not where I wanted him to be, but that's going to be okay. Alright, I can't force him to move. Okay. That seemed really easy for a nightmare, actually. I could add another leaking rust or another nail splinter.
So it was one night in a nightmare, right?
That was the second night in Nightmare, and it only had one person.
It's giving him a false sense of security.
Maybe.
Also, is that room across?
Yes.
What's the name of the room?
That's the crypt.
Ah.
So do I do a rare card, or do I do an upgrade? I think I'm going to take an upgrade. I want to see what some of these do. Okay, Leaking Rust when upgraded, draw 2. Next trap costs nothing. Improvised Snare. Add 2 random trap cards to your hand. That's fun. That drops to a 0 cost. That drops to a 0 cost. Add 2 tension. What do you think, Pure? What would you do? I've got the Leaking Rust, which would upgrade from draw 1 to draw 2, and then the neck trap card costs 0 AP. I've got 2 instances of that, so I can do
So out of
either.
curiosity, what does the upgrade to trigger all traps do?
It turns it to a 0 cost.
So it's just free. Okay.
Yes. There is Dragged Under, which would become free and moves your target to the nearest trapped room. I wish it took away the Banish, because I'd love to be able to use that more than once. So it's basically draw two, and the next trap is free, or deal 3 damage and then add 2 random trap cards to your hand.
I feel like you want them both. I mean, you're going for killing, not sanity, right?
Correct.
So the more traps, the better, I'd say.
Okay. I don't have a lot that I can do building here, so we're going to end. And here we go. Now I've got 5 people. What have we got? Kinship, when not alone, have all drain effects, regenerative, heal 1 health each turn. That's annoying. Informed will go straight to the heart. Okay, so I've got 4 people that are informed, 2 people that regenerate each turn. And then 2 outmaneuvers. Add 2 tension, draw 1. They cost 0. Having an extra card here isn't going to hurt. So we'll do that. And then I'm going to sacrifice the other outmaneuver, because I do not see myself using that trap more than once. I got 1 more. I can play 1 more. Let's see. You know what? We'll play the Leaking Rust. We'll draw 1. Trap will cost 0. If I get the right one, that's the right one. I'll play it for free. Okay. What have we got? I could trigger all traps again. That's gonna give me a ton of cards. Let's see. How much health do they have? I need to deplete 7. This will be 2, 4, 6, 8. So as long as I can get the Nail and Splinter trap down on each of these, it'll be fine. Or I can drop the Nail and Splinter. I can improvised snare this guy again. Drop him to 4. That'll give me a Nail and Splinter. So they're going to turn around here. There's not a lot of point in putting more traps down, so put that there and end. Okay. I don't have the thing that says trigger traps twice. So we're just going to start snaring the guy with the most health. It's this one. So they'll go here, and then 1 will die. They're all going to start running. We're going to trigger the traps again. Bang. And they're all running, so we're going to end the turn. They'll go back in here. Some of them are going to die. And then they're all going to go when they hit the first room. Oh no, I have a survivor. Okay, what can I do to him? Oh, it's just, there we go. Okay. So that was that. Moving on to round 5. I can get the Torment Room, but I don't have a Thorn Room to upgrade. Let's see. Another Improvised Snare. Shifting Dread. Hidden Corpse. There's not a lot of good options here. I'm going to refresh. Okay, I could get another Trigger All Traps. Mechanical Room. Increases the maximum heart health by 1. That's pretty good. Question is, can I place it? Costs 180. 165 if I place it here. But I don't have it. So that's a thing for next time. What have I got this time? We got 2 people that came in really, really early. And they are... one of them's going in the right direction, so I don't like that. These guys need to be separated. Okay, you're actually going in the right direction, so we're going to start placing the traps that way. Okay. He's not going the right direction. That's good. He is. He's got 15 health. And I need to separate the 2 Holy Book people. So I can do that now. I'll have him move here. Didn't paralyze him, though. This here, and then I need to trigger again. Okay, Nail and Splinter. Need to get that guy gone as soon as possible. This one can be sacrificed. Okay, Leaking Rust. I need some decent traps here. Okay, placing this down. So he's going to go here, take 2, go here, take 2. That still only puts him at... So I need to be able to do 4 damage directly to him in the next 2 turns. Okay, so if I do this, gives me some Nail and Splinters. I can do another one. Or I can trigger all traps again. So that brings him to 1. He'll die in this room, and then that will send everybody back through the house. So that actually is going to end up working out.
You know, it's always funny when I watch you play these games in full screen. So there's nothing over the screen. It's just what you're seeing, obviously.
Yeah.
And I see a card, and of course the way they put the cards, you have to mouse over them and see what they do.
Yep.
And I try to mouse over it instead of just asking you because I forget it's not on my computer.
Okay, so that worked out just like I thought it would. And he died. Do I have any rooms that I can trap? Okay, now I don't really need to worry about these guys because they're just going to turn around. This guy might be a problem because he's not taking damage. I think most rooms have traps in them now, except for this one, so drawing more cards and being able to make a trap free doesn't make a lot of sense. So where's he gonna die? He'll end up here, then back here. Okay, so for now I'm just gonna let this play out. Okay, so those two died. At this point, I need to separate these two. So I need to compel the Holy Book guy to go to this room. Now he can start taking damage. This guy regenerates. I think he's gonna actually be the biggest problem at this point, so let's do that. Down to 2. Down to 1. And that's that one. Ooh, upgrade a card or gain. I'm gonna upgrade a card. Okay, same things kind of here. I don't think I need to upgrade the improvised snare. I've already got one that's upgraded. Upgrading the nail and splinter wouldn't hurt my feelings. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, remove a card. I'm going to remove the unupgraded improvised snare. Alright. Tension now applies to damage and then banish. That's kind of cool. Gain a random damage card, costs 0 AP this turn. No thank you. So I'm going to take the Manifest Fears. I don't do a lot of tension. But I think that's going to be a good add. Now, I can bring in the mechanical room. I have the space for it. But I would want... How big is it? Yeah, I would want to put it here. So if I move this one... I see. So putting it here is just going to be expensive. If I move this here, that's going to cost 0. So I'll do that. I'll place the mechanical room. I have 80 left. So now I need to move this back into a position where it's usable. So I'll put it here. And then on the future turns, I can extend a room here and pull this out to extend the distance that they have to travel. Okay, I got 2 people and then 4 people coming in. 2 of them have the Holy Book. That's not okay. A bunch of them have the Smudge Stick. That's terrible. Okay. What do I have to do? Oh, I have the Grim Reaper available. Can he get rid of one of the guys with the Holy Book? Okay, we're going to improvised snare. We're going to do that right away. Did not give me anything that I want. So we're going to take the collective toll and we're going to put it up in the bell room. And that's going to be like my last ditch defense. Oh, these guys moved 2. Okay, that's a problem. Put this down. So they're both going to trigger that, but then they're going to move through. So I don't have the ability to trigger it. I should have put it in that room. Adds a tension, but then it drains too, so it removes the tension. I'll use this just to get it out of my hand. Okay, so they're going to go there, trigger the trap. I also got to worry about these guys. Oh, 2 of them also moved too. Okay, this round got interesting fast. Okay, so we're going to move him. That triggers that trap. We're going to improvise snare this guy. Add 2 tension, draw 1 card. I don't want to have to do that. I need to separate these 2. So we'll do that. Okay, next turn this guy gets to the heart if I don't kill him. I just don't know whether this is going to do it. Deal 2 damage, drain 2. That won't do it. So if I play this... Now I got a bunch of these things that I'm really not going to use. Move you back. Oh, he's running. That's not good. He escapes in 1 turn. Place that down. Outmaneuver. Trigger all traps. That's not going to affect him right now. So he's just going to escape because I can't force him to move anywhere. Okay, well, nothing I can do about that. So this guy's fleeing, but he doesn't know where to go. Oh, he's gonna head back this way. All right. This one, he's gonna die when he gets there. This guy, I wish he was not in this room. I have so many hidden corpse traps that I literally will never play. I wish you could remove cards from the pool of cards that you might get. Okay, cascading mechanism. It's not going to do me any good this turn. But I am going to hit him, so he... And... more hidden corpses. Oh, wow, that's awful. And then he doesn't regenerate, so he's just going to die. He'll go through here. And dead. Okay. Pick a card to add to my deck. Linger, draw 3. That could be very helpful.
So that was 5 nights, right? Or was that night 6?
I see night 6 up here. And I don't know if that was the last one or if that's the next one.
Well, I can modify it either way. It's either you went through a work week of killing and now you should have 2 weekdays off, or you went through 6 days of killing and you should take the 7th day off. Either way.
Okay.
That's how houses work. They have work weeks, right?
I can go with that.
So this next night's going to be super easy. Oh, but no, you had a super easy second night, didn't you?
I did.
So you don't get another easy night until night 8.
I'm gonna take Linger. So that was day 6. I am now on to day 7. Alright, these guys both regenerate and will not flee after seeing a corpse. Okay. Well, turn 1, not a lot I need to do. We're going to place down a trap and we're going to make tension applied to everything. These guys, 2 of them will not flee after seeing a corpse. So that's good, I guess. If I've got a plan to kill everybody fast. Okay, we're gonna linger. Put up my next nail trap. And... play that one. I did get the nail trap, but that's okay. Okay, I'll place down the nail trap here. Leaking rust. Do I want to do that? Honestly, I don't need leaking rust twice. The improvised snare. So some of these guys will flee. Specifically this one. So he's like the one I need to kill first. No, I need to let him live long enough to go back through. That should be fine. Okay, who's the other guy here? Regenerates. Let's do that. So I can place down another nail and splinter trap. The question then is going to become, this is a weaker version. This one's not upgraded. Am I going to get it in the next turn? I think I'll get the upgraded one next turn. I did not. But I have the regular one that I could place down here if needed. Really? I've got 2 nail and splinters that are not upgraded. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to do it. Okay, here's the upgraded one. I didn't even realize this guy was here. How did he get so far ahead? Okay. 2 AP. I can't force him backwards, so we'll put that there. An improvised snare. Okay. If I place this down, that'll be 2 damage to him. I can compel him to go back. Or I can play dragged under. That'll force him to go to the nearest trap room. But I don't think it'll bring him to the same room. No, it absolutely did. Okay. Force him to move back. Which did me no good because he's just going to move here instead of losing a turn and triggering again. Okay, so we'll end that. He's got 4 health. I can do 3 damage with the leaking rust. And I can move him back here. So he's not a problem anymore. These two, one of them's gonna die here. He, 2, 4, 6, so that should be game. Oh, but he regenerates. Okay, so we're gonna... gonna linger here. We'll trigger the traps. And then moving on, that should be it. Okay, so that was night 7. Going on to 8. Whispered Exchange. Banish your hand, gain 3 random drain cards, then banish this card. Ugh. That's not going to work for me. Let's do a refresh here. Unfolding Walls, discard 1 card, gain 2 AP, and then banish. Actually, that could be a good butt saver. We'll take it. Okay, what do I have here? These guys can investigate rooms. These guys will come in and start moving fast. But I don't have anything. Oh, really? Okay, so I can put this down. I may as well use that. Okay, here's these guys. Oh, they've only got 10 hit points? Okay. So those guys are going to move here, then here, here, then here. So I want to put that trap there. do a draw 3, see what I get. Alright. Nothing particularly great. And I don't want to kill anybody too fast. What's this one do? Every turn, a random explorer in the same room recovers 1 health. Okay, so I need to isolate him. I'll have to do that next turn. So the trap triggered, and then these guys entered, and the trap triggered again to damage these guys again. So that's going to happen again here. These guys are going to move here, trigger it. These guys will move in and trigger it again. So these guys are each going to take 6 damage. That's kind of fun. Oh, I got a guy fleeing already. That's not great. So that triggered there. It'll trigger again here. So I'll have to put this here. And I gotta figure out how to kill these guys fast. 9 and 11, so we'll take that one. Discard 1 card, gain 2 AP, and banish. This might be a good time for that. No, because it doesn't give me any cards. And then these collective tolls, while nice, they're not gonna... I don't have a place that I can play them. Okay, so that doesn't make a lot of sense to do. This guy has 3. He'll die when he goes through here. I'm much more concerned about these guys. So he'll take 3 here. He'll take 3 here when he moves in. So I'll need to get the trigger traps an additional time here. But he's going to heal 1. Okay, so trigger again. Yep, he's at 1. I don't have any way of stopping it. So he's just going to escape. Oh wait, hang on. If I trigger that... There, he's not going to escape. Probably should have saved that. Drain 2 to all humans. If I was doing drain, that'd be great. Draw 1. If you discarded this, draw 2. I don't do a lot of discard, but it's a free draw. Nail and Splinter. Rehearsal Room. Cards played here are repeated at the start of the next turn. Sacrificial Room. Would get stuff out of my hand. I don't like these. Go again. I don't like these either. We're going to go again. Storage room. Definitely. That's going to be very helpful. Okay. So we're going to start by moving this here. We will put in a living room here. Kitchen. And then we'll put the storage room there. Okay. Ooh. We're gonna do another upgrade. Pick a card to upgrade. What do I want to do? What would the Linger become? Draw 4? Okay, Unfolding Walls would be gain 3 AP, discard 1. Alright. Draw 2. Your next trap costs 0. Okay, so most of this is just cost reduction. I'll take the Linger, though. I'll upgrade the Linger. Okay, we're gonna end there. Everybody came in the wrong place. What are you guys doing? Okay. So we're going to draw 4. We're going to use the Unfolding Walls this turn. We're going to discard a card and then banish this one. We'll play it. We're going to discard this for now. Okay. I've got one guy moving in the right, 2 guys moving in the right direction. That's awful. Okay, so there's my nail and splinter. I can put this here. Two AP left. One of these guys, he's at 17. We'll hit him. And then the one that I didn't hit, you, I'm going to force you here. So he's now moving the wrong direction. That's awesome. All right. Now I can store a card and I can sacrifice a card. The Hidden Corpse is absolutely going away. I don't want that to keep popping up. And I can store a card. We're going to store the Drag Under. Okay, so I can do some big damage to him here. If I play this, and then cause this to trigger again, that'll be 6. But that's all of my AP with no ability to kill him after. I'm going to do it anyway. So he's down to 5. And then he'll move here. And then I'll be able to take out the card that I put here and move him back here. He's at 5. It would be real nice if I could kill him there. Actually, I can compel him to move back. And then I can put my nail trap here. And that will get everybody to start fleeing. So they'll start going backwards through the house, and it won't matter that they started really, really close. But I don't want to kill him here. I want it there. So I'm not triggering traps again. Draw 1. Next trap card costs 0. It's not the one I wanted. We're going to put this here as the last ditch effort to stop them from leaving. Okay, so that's the turn. They're going to move here. One of them's going to die. Now everybody starts fleeing. I want as many nail traps as I can get between them and the exit. So we'll hit that. We'll linger. Hey, another nail trap. Put that there. Okay, linger. Another nail trap. We'll put that there. And that should be enough to pretty much get rid of all of them. Why does this guy... Why is he so healthy? I have no idea. There, and that's the end of that round. The awful one where everybody came in through the windows instead of the front door. Okay, Amplify Agony. Empty room. This is a trap. Damage and drain effects deal more. Encore. The next card played this turn is played twice. Ooh. Draw 2. If this is the last card in your hand, gain 2 AP. Interesting. I'm going to take the Encore. Okay, so these guys are just going to disable my storeroom right away. That's a lot of fun. I don't like that. There's nothing I can do about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get a decent card that I can play. So we're going to Encore and then Linger, so that gets played twice. I can't stop them from doing that because I've only got 1 AP. But I can... Let's see, they're not... It doesn't tell me where they're moving, but I can start trapping rooms. That's a lot of people there. These guys, if they start moving in that direction, could be a problem. Oh, and half of them do double moves. That's awesome. These guys are still investigating? What? Why? Just do your thing. Get it over with. Alright, I can compel one of them away, but that's not going to help too much. I could Encore that, draw 2. We'll try it. So this is going to cost 0. These guys are going to move here, then here. So we're going to trap this room. just because I can, I'm going to move this guy here. Okay, those guys got torn up by that trap. That's awesome. There's a decent chance that I'll draw into the spike trap. So I'll do that. Yep, there it is. These guys are going to move here, then here. So I'll have them go there. That's probably going to kill them because they seem to trigger this one 3 times, which would be great. And this guy is going to move in that room as well, so he's going to get hit with all of that. Alright, let's see how that plays out. So he moves in, he gets hit, these 3 move in, and then they just all die. So now he's running. Okay, if I place the trap here, he's going to get hit for 3, and then he'll die here. So 2 turns. This guy will move here, and these guys will move here. So that would be okay, because these guys are going to be past his dead body. Alright, and then Encore, Leaking Rust. There's the nail trap. We'll put that there. Oh, he died here. So, or he must have died here, because otherwise these guys would be running. It's just his animation was here. That's fine. There's my nail and splinter, and I don't think at this point anybody's getting out. Because now these guys are all hitting back. This guy's got a holy book, though. We're going to compel him to go back here. Come on, do it. And we'll start hitting him for some actual damage. And that should pretty much get it. Yeah, and he's just going to die in the next room. Perfect. All right. Okay, upgrades. I can do a lot of stuff, so I'm going to upgrade. We're going to hit the Encore. Yep, we're going to heal the heart, and we're going to remove a card. We're just going to remove the hidden corpse, because I don't want that. I don't want to draw that again. Okay, if I place another mechanical room here, that's fine. Okay, this dude popped in here, of all places. This guy is going to also pop in here. Okay. Well then. We're going to start with Encore, a Linger. It's going to give me 8 cards. It's pretty much my entire deck in my hand now. So we can play that. And there is a decent chance, if I Encore this, that I will get that again. but I did not. So that's okay. So I will play my nail and trap. I'm gonna store... store the leaking rust. We're not going to sacrifice yet. But if I encore that, we're going to end up with... You know, what would happen if I encore the nail and splinter? Does that get played twice here? It should, but I don't know if that's the way it's going to work. Yeah, it doesn't double trap. That's too bad. Okay. Linger, I need my next trap card. There it is. Okay, I've got a lot of people just going through this long line of things. None of them have the Holy Book, but some of them... These guys they're tough. They're not regenerative. Okay, guy died here. They're going to start turning around here. I guess just put the last trap in place and see what happens. Most of them are already dead. They're going to... Yep. Okay, we're going to encore the cascading trap. Trigger everything again. Twice. That's fun. Okay, this is it. This is the last night. What do I need for the last night?
A good night's sleep.
Yeah, I wish. Another storage room. I can do another storage room. Okay, let's see what the last night has in store. That's a lot of people. What do I have for Pathfinders? Any Pathfinders? He is, but he already entered. These guys, one's going to enter there. One's going to enter there. So I really want to start building out my rooms here. So we're going to play this one. We're going to store the cascading mechanism. We're going to store that. And we're going to sacrifice a leaking rust. Okay, so that thins out my deck decently. They all came in this turn. What is that? Okay. So these guys came in, but they're going to lose their next turn. He's just going to get hit by this trap again. Okay. I didn't get the one that I wanted, so we're going to compel, or we're going to encore and then linger. That's going to give me my next trap. So they're going to start walking through this way. That's when they're going to start... Why is... Oh, okay. He's just unfazed, so he won't flee. That's okay. And then I've got things stored already, so I don't need to do that again. Actually, we're going to retrieve that and store the compel. They're investigating this. Okay. So we'll place that one. We'll draw 4. And that'll give me this one again. And then I need to retrieve that or I don't have it stored anymore. Okay, so we'll keep playing these. We've got the, Ooh. Okay, so Encore, Linger, that should give me my Nail and Splinter back. So I've got it trapped all the way to the end. They just have to get there. Okay, so now that they've moved through a little bit, I can start trapping going backwards. Okay, that guy is a problem. I don't want him investigating that room, so sorry, buddy. Everybody's gonna have to turn around here. Okay, so that's pretty much all of the rooms trapped. Rotting beams, this card cannot be played. Where did I get that? Who broke my house?
Don't worry about it. Just call him a repairman. And then, you know, take him out too. Use his blood to repair the house.
Okay, so all of the rooms at this point are trapped. Which is fine. Okay, he's... Why are they not running? There's a corpse right there. Are they unfazed as well? They're not. But this guy's got a holy book. That's a problem. Gonna force him to move away. Rotting beams again. Okay. Is there any way... Do I have a banish anywhere? Gotta get rid of that. I can't keep drawing it. Okay, where's my holy book guy? I've only got one of them, so he's gonna go here. This guy's got a lot of health left. So we're going to have to compel him every turn to keep him back. Okay, this one is fleeing. I'm not worried about him. I am very concerned about this guy. But if I just keep moving him backwards... Hey, look. There's the repair guy you were talking about.
Perfect.
So I've got the whole house trapped. I am going to compel this guy back a room and then have him... Oh no, that's not the right card. I didn't get it. Okay. Okay. Where is the one that I... Oh, that was a one-time use card. It was a banish it. Okay, so I literally just had to compel him to move back, and I didn't draw compel or any draw power. So... we'll have to do that. Okay, there's my draw power. Move him back. Return a human to the same room 3 times. Okay, Steam achievement. Cool, thanks.
Kind of surprised you haven't done that before.
So... we're gonna encore and improvised snare this guy. So he's down to 18. Down to 15. I have no way of moving him backwards this time. Trap my heart room. I might actually need that. Okay, so we're gonna encore, we're gonna improvised snare. That's gonna drop him to 6. We're gonna linger. Trigger all traps, and that's gonna drop him to 3. He's at 3, so this should end this turn. No. Why is he still at 2? Okay, you, go back to this. Destined, dies upon reaching the heart, cannot take more than 1 damage or drain at once. So target you. Why? There it goes. So apparently the plumber had something that made them super durable. Because why not? Unlocked cards, blue legendary room, which gain 1 AP, all humans spawn with 5 more health. And corpse explosion. Target a room with a corpse, remove all corpses in the room, deal 3 damage, and then banish this card. You survived! Congratulations, you have now unlocked the No Lose Ends modifier. Activating it will modify your run with lose health when humans escape the house. Up until now, this world has proven no match for your hunger, but will your heart beat strong enough to vanquish the next batch of trespassers? You have unlocked a nightmare level 2. What? Okay, next nightmare.
Well, it's so nice you survive one nightmare, just have another bad dream.
Okay, so next run, I have no loose ends and cursed belongings. Gain a cursed card in your starter deck. If this card is not played during the night, take 1 heart damage.
That seems cruel.
Oh, man. Okay.
Also, side note, you need a de-stress, man. You're having too many nightmares.
And they last for 2 weeks each.
Well, I'm assuming you're having 2 weeks worth of nightmares.
Nah, it's just one really long one.
Oh, so you pick up where you left off the previous night?
Yep. It's like
So
a chapter book.
I just don't want to go to bed tonight. It's going to be awful. It'd be funny at the beginning of Nightmare. Previously on your Nightmare.
All right, so the starting setup worked pretty well last time. I'm going to put the bell tower here. There it is. And then I did, what, 2 more rooms? Yes, and then I can place the crypt and the entrance room. There, nice linear house. Okay, Nightmare 2, what have you got for me? 3 people. All of them have Lone Wolf, and all of them are unfazed and will not return. Okay. Well. Veiled. Take 1 heart damage if this card is in your hand at the end of the turn. And then banish. Okay, that's not a problem. We'll play it. It just burns an AP. That's fine. Okay, so next turn, we're going to Leaking Rust. It didn't give me what I wanted, but I can trigger all traps again. And I can Improvised Snare. We'll hit this guy. Nail and Splinter here. That's going to kill someone, but it won't matter because they're all unfazed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the 3 health guys, move him backwards. We're going to Improvised Snare this guy. Now he dies. End turn. He dies. Okay, red legendary room, gain 1 AP. Tension multipliers are 1 less. Okay. That's okay. Okay, so I've got this again. Did not really draw anything worth using. Okay, so we'll use the Improvised Snare. Okay, there we go. There's the Nail and Splinter. We'll burn the AP because I have to. And I guess we'll hit this guy as well. Okay, so I've got another nail and splinter I can place there. And then another one that I can place there. This is going great. Okay, so everyone's going to turn around here. May as well trigger everything. And then we're going to drag this guy. Which killed the other guy. And we're going to improvised snare for the game. Wow. Okay, that was brutally fast. Cascading mechanism, trigger all traps. Sewing room has a chance of applying the bleeder trait to humans who enter. Or relic room. Every turn, +1 AP and draw +1. Lose 1 AP and draw +1 if this room is explored. Yeah, we'll take that. But that requires a room that is 8 tiles. So I gotta start building some big tile rooms here. Okay, this kitchen, let's fill it out. Okay, there's that. And let's move this one to the other side of it because I can. And we're definitely going for an upgrade. I want to upgrade... What do I want to upgrade? I think I want to upgrade my nail and splinter trap. Because that's worked really, really well for me so far. Alright, what have we got? We got 2 pathfinders that are going to enter the house through a random door. And that is real close to the heart. I don't like that. So we're going to trap that room. We're going to pay our taxes. We'll play the leaking rust, see what happens. Got the other improvised snare. So these guys entered. That's fine. We're actually gonna... Wow, okay, you're fast. We're gonna cascade, so they take the damage there. You, sir, are gonna be a problem, aren't you? If I compel him back a room... No, because I don't know where he's gonna go. There's a chance he'll end his turn here. If not, I can compel him... No, I won't have that next turn. Okay, so we're gonna Leaking Rust, drew an improvised snare. That doesn't do me a whole lot of good. So we're gonna end the turn. These guys are gonna take the trap damage and die. This guy is gonna take the trap damage and he's unfazed, so that doesn't do any good. Aside from this guy... Okay, we'll place the trap here. We'll have him dragged under, so he's not moving next turn. He'll take the trap damage again. And then we can drop the cascading mechanism. That ends that. He's going to head up here and die. He's going to start going into the trap rooms. So I need to start trapping backwards. Because he's nowhere close to dead. Okay, so now... Oh, no, I don't need to trap backwards. He's only got 1 health. He's just going to die here. Perfect. That'll teach you guys to come in through my windows. Red Legendary Room. I could take another one of those. So many options here. Okay. I could take another red legendary room, and this would be another AP every turn. I think I'm actually good with that. I don't need another one. Another nail and splinter trap would certainly help me trap out the house in the later levels. Especially if I can get that one upgraded too. Okay, he's traveling backwards, so that's not a big deal. We're going to pay the tax here. Oh, you know what I can do? I can trap this room. And then I can have him move to the nearest trapped room, which is going to teleport him here. That's fun. Okay, so... Ooh, I've got 3 people here. I can compel someone else in. Wait, I got a holy book guy. Where's my holy book guy? I need him isolated. And I've got a compass guy too. So we'll have you move forward. That'll trigger for everybody. Now we're going to trigger for everybody again. And we're going to put a nail and splinter in the next room. Okay, so this guy will move 2. He's going to end here. That's fine. If I put this nail and splinter here, that's going to be our turnaround room. That's okay. Alright, so at this point... Oh, where's he going? Okay, so this is my new turnaround room. That could be a problem. We're gonna compel Holy Book guy to move back to the first room. That separates them. Except he found a partner again immediately. Okay. Oh. Partner's leaving. So we're just going to trigger all traps. That guy's gone. Start doing some direct damage here. And that's that. So, not going to die. They'll both die this turn. There it goes. Okay, so that was night 5. Pick a reward. I'm going to upgrade a card for sure. I'm going to upgrade the other nail and splinter. I don't need to heal my heart. But I can remove a card. We're actually going to remove... Can I remove the Veiled? So I just removed the curse card. I removed the extra difficulty here. Okay. I don't like any of these options. We're going to try again. Nursery. Increases tension of humans entering. Ugh. Phobia room is a drain. Dragged under. Actually, that's not terrible. No, I don't want another dragged under. We'll refresh again. I could get another relic room. More cards per turn. We'll do it. Okay, so that means I need to build out a bigger room here. So we'll keep building onto this guest room. And that can also be a relic room. Okay, so now I've only got 3 guys. They know where to go. They all have guns, so I can't block their path, but I don't have cards to do that anyway. And they all have kinship, so... Okay, these guys are actually fairly powerful. At 33 health, insanity each. Okay, so we're gonna place my traps. They only go 1 space, so that's fine. Trap here. Trap here. Okay, now I'm gonna have issues because they go straight to the heart room with so much health that they're actually gonna make it there. So we're gonna have to trigger that. Play this. They're not gonna turn around. No, they will turn around, but they're all gonna die at the same time anyway. So what I'm going to have to do is use the dragged under to move this guy, and that'll trigger the trap here again. And then I can compel one of them to move backwards. And that's going to split them up a little bit. Okay, draw 1. I kind of need to do that. I don't need these cards, though. And I don't want to use the improvised snares because I don't want to dilute... I might not have a choice. But if I use them, that's going to add more traps. And I don't need more traps. I need the thing that triggers the traps. So we'll pass on that this turn. Okay, there's the cascading mechanism. I needed that one. Okay, they're at 12. That one's at 9. We're going to compel him to go here. Okay, now they're all together again. Down to 6. That guy's at 9. Okay, so I'll play the improvised snare on him. And then they'll go into here, go to 3. And if I can get the cascading mechanism, which I did not, I'll have to use this to draw. Nope, they're all gonna get to the heart room, which means I'm gonna take 3 damage. I can mitigate some of it. Okay, so if I do this, that kills one of them. And they started fleeing. Okay, that's beautiful. Now they're just gonna die. I don't take any damage. I was actually worried there for a second. Okay, got some good options here. I wouldn't mind having the storage room for sure. Cascading mechanism, trigger all traps. And the dark room is so good in a trap deck. I'll take the dark room. Okay, I've got 285. We are going to build out the living room here so I can place the dark room. Ooh. Everybody at once. And everybody has a compass. No, not everybody does. Okay, so priorities. I need to trap the dark room. I'll trap the one before as well. I wish I could guarantee I'm going to have that next turn, but I can't. Okay, so they're all going to go in here. They're all going to take damage. Womp. Now these guys are going to go forward. And they're going to take damage. Now these guys are going to go forward. And they're just... That's my turnaround room. Okay. For some reason, turn 2, I have people turning around. I don't understand.
Is that a bad thing?
Well, it means that I don't have as long to kill them, right?
Oh, because they're not allowed to leave or it harms you.
Right.
So on a normal night, that'd be a great thing on, but in this nightmare sequence, it's not.
Well, in a normal night, if they escape, the enemies the next time through are more difficult. In this
but if
one,
they just keep turning around, it doesn't matter.
right. In this one, the enemies would be more difficult, and you take heart damage. So they're going to move into here, and then they're going to have to start backtracking. And they're not damaged, really. But it should be okay, because they're generally low health people. So probably okay. And that's a dark room, so it's going to consume their turn to go there anyway. So now they don't get to move this turn. I'm going to trigger all traps. Like, it's fine. It's just, it's a little jarring when when you have your turnaround room proc on the second turn.
At least there's a lot of dead people there.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's fine. That's pretty much everybody. Okay, pick a card to add to my deck. Echoing Screams. On a solo human, add 1 tension and draw 2. It's not a bad choice. Dragged Under. Having another one of these is not bad. I'll take it. Okay, I've got 500 points. I need to start adding more rooms to my house so that it takes longer for people to get through. So, living room. Yeah. Kitchen. What's it going to take to move this one? 150? That's fine. So we'll put a guest room here. And that adds 3 rooms that they have to go through. Except for this guy who comes in through the window. Okay, I've got another guy that... But he's going to move backwards. And they're going to meet up here. I don't have anybody with a compass, so I don't have to worry about that. But I got Holy Book people here. Also, why did I only start with 3 cards? Okay, I see. If these rooms are explored, I lose the benefit of them. And because they went there, they explored the room. They don't have to be investigated. Okay. I see. That's going to be a problem. Okay, so this is my turnaround room. Everybody's slowly making their way here. I need to get some traps set before then. Why is this guy... Oh, right, he's stunned. Because of the dark room. Okay, this is my new turnaround room. And... that's okay. Wait, those guys are all Holy Book people? That's less okay. Okay, I need these guys to stop moving. They'll stop here. Have you move back. Okay. I may have to use the Reaper. I can compel him back, but that's going to put him in this room, and then neither of them will take damage. Okay, so if I do that, I can compel him to go back, and that's probably going to be the end of that one. But I need to get a good draw, or he's going to escape. And there's the draw. Okay. So that's that. That was a rough one. I didn't realize that all the Holy Book people were traveling together until really late in that one.
It was clearly a crusade against your house's heart.
It was. Absolutely. Okay, we're going to take
They
another
were trying to
dark
get to
room.
the heart of the problem.
Can I do that? If I move my bell tower here... guest room... Okay, so by putting that there, I can make this a dark room, so we're going to stun people there, we're going to stun people here, and that way, no matter where people come into the house, they're getting stunned at least once. Okay, card to upgrade. I guess we're going to do the cascading mechanism. Alright. End there. Turn 1. Okay, nobody's coming in from weird rooms. So that's nice. Place those down. This is actually probably going to be a pretty simple one. That was so easy. They got to the third room. Okay. I don't want the tension card this time. It didn't do me any good last time. Collective toll. That's not a terrible one to take. I'll take it. Okay. Everybody is coming in here. I don't like that, and I got a really bad starting hand.
Now, when has that ever stopped you before?
Well, don't know. I just feel like it's going to be problematic this time. Okay, so I can trap here, trap here. I can't trap here. Eventually somebody might go into this room. We'll take that. Man, I've got people all over the place. And that's making it really hard to actually place the traps. Okay. They're going to investigate here. He's going to investigate here. I don't like that. We're going to compel him out. Okay, trigger all traps again. Okay, so these guys are all going to go here. They're going to lose this turn. Or they're all just going to die. That's, I guess, okay.
It's ideal, if anything.
These guys that move 2 spaces are literally killing their friends because it's causing traps to trigger in the room twice. It's amazing. Okay, this guy, I'm going to have him move here. Okay, they're going to both move in here. And that killed them, so okay. I've just got this one guy left, and he is going to start running here and run back into a trapped room. And that's that. Okay, upgrade a card. We're going to remove the hidden corpse. Pick a card to add to your deck. Witness Me. Okay, so Witness Me is a very interesting one. It can only be played in the Heart Room. And that's kind of a problem, because you don't want people getting to your Heart Room. But it's otherwise very powerful. Okay, Altar Room. Now I'm going to build out the living room here. Place an altar room there. And we need a little bit more in terms of rooms. So we're going to move this out. We're going to move this. Oh, no, we can't move it yet. If I move this away, I can move this one here and put another room in between. Now they're not shortcutting. Okay, what have we got? A lot of investigators, 2 people coming in at random rooms, and they're coming in real close to the heart. Well, one of them is. But I don't know when they're coming in. Okay, so we're going to place this trap here. We'll put the collective toll here. Put this trap here. Okay. So this guy came in, but he's stunned here. He has 10 health. He's going to take 3, 6, 9. I am going to have to do something about him eventually. Other person is going to come in here. Okay, now where's he going? He's not even going in the right direction. He's going to head to the altar room. This guy is going to sit here for a turn, but he's going to know which direction to go. So I'm actually going to trap here, trap here. I don't want to compel him. Now I do want to compel him, but I don't have that card. Oh wait, this guy explored that room anyway, so that's kind of a moot point. Put that down. kill him. Okay. And this guy, let's see. He's going to die the next time he moves. So we'll place down this trap. Trap here. And that's that one. Okay. Oh, wait, no. This guy's still up. I got 2 people still alive. How did that happen? Alright, now that's that. Okay, on to night number 13. Hold your cards in hand for 1 turn. That could be useful. Alright, let's see what night 13 has for me this time. Okay, they really like just coming into these rooms, and I don't like that. Okay. This guy, he's got 66 and he's already like halfway there. Okay, this group of people... Oh, I wish I'd gotten trapped there first. Okay. Nail and Splinter here. You, I need you to not... not advance. So we're going to move you back here. Have him dragged under again. And there's really not a lot I can do about this guy for now. I've just got to keep moving him back. Where's he going? So he's going to head here, and I really don't want him to. But I keep drawing the compel so I can keep sending him back. Actually, I think I can just harvest him. Yeah, so that's that. Now I got these guys. Some of them have Holy Book. So... Or no, only 2 of them do. So force one of them to move away. And we will continue to trap the route back. No point in not cascading here.
Now,
Okay, so,
at this point, there's 2 left, right?
well, 3 more just came in.
That's very rude of them. They're ruining what I was going to say. I mean, technically, they're not ruining what I was going to say. I was going to say if they all escape, you'd still have health. You would still win.
Yes.
It's only 1 per escape, right?
I think so. But we're not going to find out right now. Okay. So that was night 13.
That's the end, right?
That's the end of nightmare number 2. You have unlocked nightmare number 3.
Well, congratulations on that, but I will not be able to join you for your week, 5 and 6 of nightmares?
Yeah, pretty much.
Which technically is only 13 days, so I guess you get a night off before your next nightmare.
Yes. Gotta have a day off to prep the next season. Okay.
Which is to say, you have to have a day off to actually get a good night's sleep.
Oh, that's rough. Okay. So now it's on top of having the cursed belongings, the tax on the heart, and losing health when they escape. Now I have balance. For every room that I have, humans get 1 more health and sanity.
That is excessively cruel, especially near the end.
Yeah.
But either way, it's my time to end. If you're going to continue, by all means. But I have to get going, so have a good weekend, everybody.
Well, you too, but this is where I'm going to end. So have a good weekend, Pure. Have a good weekend, everybody else. It's a good stopping point. So I will see all of you Wednesday.
Yeah, as far as I know, if I can get the game to work again.
Okay. Then we will try Wednesday. If not, I'll do something.
Yep. So Wednesday either way then. All right.
Yep.
Sleep well, everyone.